Did you know that your relationship with your category manager and retailer goes through three phases or stages? And that if you skip or rush through these too quickly, that you'll lose out in the process of getting your brand on the shelf? You only get one opportunity per year in most retailers to get on shelf. Can you afford to do this poorly? Phase one is curiosity. Basically, you have to pique their interest. And what is it that piques their interest? Those category managers really only care, like the rest of us, about one thing. Will your product help me survive, but more importantly, thrive in my role or in my situation? So, what is it that is pertinent to your category manager? Do you know? Will it increase category sales by meeting an unmet need for their particular customers, right? Maybe the shelf appeals to most of their customers, but they have a segment that is not being served in your particular category. Will it increase their department's overall gross profit margin? Will it provide increased velocity over the SKUs you're replacing? Will it have the necessary certifications such as non-GMO project verification? Is it USDA organic? What else is important to them? Will it exceed the dollar volume in annual sales of the SKUs you're proposing to replace? Will it meet their promotional support preferences? How many of these things does your brand solve for that buyer? What happens after you've piqued their curiosity? Well, then you want to provide them a simple three-step plan to succeed. You're going to mention getting their category review calendar, submitting the product according to that calendar, and three, you're going to list out the benefit of what they get once the product is on shelf. Remember, you're going to let them know how they personally benefit, right? We want to survive and thrive. So again, get that category review calendar. That's going to be the first thing you need. And don't skimp on your new item presentation kit. Maybe you spend $100, $150, $200 on that kit. This is a great investment because how much in annual revenue will that SKU be worth if it's accepted into that retailer? Think long term. What's the true value of that presentation? Remember, you're only going to get probably one chance per year to make a presentation to that category manager to get your product on shelf. Once accepted, then you will set up the product according to their preferred method of distribution. Make sure you acknowledge this. You might have your preferred method, but that retailer, they're going to determine the method of distribution that you use, whether it's a preferred distributor such as KeHE or UNFI, depending on the retailer. Maybe it's into their warehouse or some other form of distribution, but they will determine that. You're going to want to confirm with them the kind of promotional support, the things you're going to do to keep that product moving well once it's on shelf. And you will again follow up. That third part of that three-step process is reminding that category manager the great result they will see. Maybe that's new customers being drawn into the store. Maybe it's a number of things. It's increasing profit margins, velocity, the things that are important to that category manager at that time in his or her process. Repeat to them consistently the things that they will benefit from. You will ultimately benefit, but they care most about what benefits them. Yes, getting on shelf will take more than 3 steps, but simplifying the process will make it much more likely that at the end you will hear yes. Phase 3 is commitment. So you've piqued their curiosity, you've gone through the new item submission process, the category review process. Then and only then, because you've done these things well, there's a chance for the commitment. That commitment equals approval and store placement, being part of their planogram. Remember, that category manager will only commit after moving through phases 1 and 2. You cannot rush ahead. So make them curious, provide that enlightenment. Many brands ask for the commitment too soon, skipping stages and leading to missed sales. You don't want to appear pushy or demanding if you're asking for that commitment before the buyer is ready. Take the time to go through all phases properly. If you know this already, congratulations, you're way ahead of things. If you struggle with knowing what's really important to key accounts for your product, reach out to us at VP Solution, vpsolution.co. We look forward to helping you make the world a better place by getting your product onto more shelves.